In the beginning, God created the heavens and He created the earth. He created every living thing upon the earth. Thousands of years later, along comes myself, Ed Waters, and I created Freecircle so I could bring you the fireside. We want to bring you truth with integrity, insight that's right, and stories that matter the most today. So climb on in, buckle up, let's take a ride on the fireside. No greater love than this. That's what we're commanded to do. Love one another. And we have kind of lost the art of loving one another. So today, let's start off with a little bit of word out of the good word. So sit back and listen. A little bit out of John. John 15 verses 13 through 17. King James Version. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doth. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, He may give it to you. These things I command you, that ye love one another. Interesting words, huh? So, let's break that down just a little bit. I call myself a friend of Christ, not a servant, because He says, I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friends, for everything that I learned from my Father I have made known to you. So, friends do not hide information from each other. They let it be known what the intent is up front. That's exactly what Christ did here in John 15. Okay? Greater love has no one than this, to lay His life down for us. That's what this is talking about. When Christ laid His life down, it was because He considered us His friends. So He did not choose, or you did not choose Him, but He chose you. It also talks about that in Jeremiah a little bit, knowing you before you were even born. You know, He has good thoughts for you. See, so we get confused in this world a lot. He says, this is my command. Love each other. Alright? And here, this is another thing. You are my friends if. So, put the if. Understand what if is. If you are my friends, you are my friends if you do what I command. So you are supposed to do as He commands. Alright? We're going to break that stuff down in another podcast edition. But this is very important to understand what He's saying here in John 15. So He commands us to love one another as He did for us. He laid His life down for us. I consider Christ a friend, so I want to do as He commands me to do. Go forth and bring some fruit in. Understand what Christ commands you. And we're going to start breaking that down a little more each podcast. Simplify it out a little bit. Take the gray matter out of the issue and put some clarity into it. Love one another. I care for every one of you out there. I love you. I don't necessarily agree with you all the time, but I love you. I have concern for you. I want you to be the best that anybody can be. I don't want to force my will upon you. That's your choice. That's what God gave us free will for. It's up to you to discern right from wrong. I can't do that for you. You've just got to open up your heart. Dive in and look at things. Do not limit yourself. Dive in and study. Get hungry for the Word. Think about it often. And dive in and study. Do not be afraid to study other things that challenge your thoughts. Because there, when you do that, you can put more concrete on your rock that you know for definitive, this is what I believe. And if you believe it without being challenged about it, you'll never know if that's truly what you believe. So He says to seek, and ye shall find. So seek diligently. Look at everything. The world is messed up right now. Maybe there's a little piece here, a little piece there. Oh, look. Maybe that's another little piece right over there. It's up to you. Are you hungry for the truth? Or do you just want to get through life and die? You don't care about anything. See? Be careful what you surround yourself with. Identify the attitudes, the ambitions, and the outlooks of everybody. Challenge everything. Even yourself. It's important. The world is a funny place, but He commands you. Love one another. There is no greater love than this. we need to remember what has been said throughout the ages. Challenge yourself. Dive into some of those ancient writers, those philosophers, those historians that wrote about things. Josephus. There's other books besides the Bible that you need to dive in, and you need to study what other people were saying in the time so you can develop a strong understanding and challenge it. Challenge your friends, because that's how you build each other. Do not insult them. Their intelligence has nothing to do with it. It's love. Love one another. Lift your brothers up. Don't be a putter-downer. Be a lifter-upper. Don't take advantage. Give advantage. Help your brothers and sisters. When we stray off the beaten path, sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need to understand. And that's what life is about. Learning. Understanding to love each other. Opening up with kindness. Understanding. And most of all, forgiveness. That's a hard one for people. Let it go. All the hatred, it's not good. Let it go and love them. When you can love your opposition, things happen. Open your heart. Open your mind. And don't be stuck inside the box. There is no greater love than this. Well, that's it for another Free Circle Fireside. Thank you for joining us. You can find us on the web at freecircle.website. You can join in on the live shows or leave a message and we'll get your voice out over the message. The call-in line is 971-533-7805. Join Free Circle, get your voice out, and thank you for joining the Fireside. Ed, Free Circle.